An entertaining Season 2 draws to a close for the Traitors New Zealand, but with different alliances in play, it was hard to get a grasp on who would actually take home the prize money. As mentioned in my video about episode 11, I thought Jason was going to be the key to the Faithfuls winning. He had been carefully observing people throughout. Out of the Faithfuls that were actually remaining, I thought that not only would Jason be the one to figure things out, but he would also be the most likely to be believed. Given that Jason is also close to Bailey and Ciale, there were question marks about if he was too close to them to see it. Jason proved me right. He figured it out, but convincing Donna and Joe was going to be a problem. The conversation between Jason and Joe seemed to have the opposite effect. Instead of Joe trusting Jason, Joe ended up becoming suspicious of Jason. What we did see was that Joe was halfway there with his theory. Totally wrong about thinking Jason was a traitor, but correct in thinking it was Bailey. I think this really summed up Joe in the game. For Joe, Ciale is the only person he can trust. Joe's trust in Ciale was so prevalent that there was a plan to banish Bailey, Donna, and then Jason, and then share the money between the two, while giving some to murdered Faithful Utah. There might be a wee little problem with Joe's plan, as we all knew. Compare that with Donna, whose trust in Bailey was so high, Donna was willing to vote the same way as Bailey and wanted them both to get to the end together. Before the moment of truth, they had one more mission to complete. What is it with the New Zealand franchise and having individual missions in the final episode? It was the same in Season 1, with some of them being the worst things for me to possibly watch. In both cases, I had trouble watching certain scenes. The less said about those missions, the better, just for my own sake. Just know I would have trouble doing a couple of them. They were all successful in their missions, adding $4,000 each to the prize pot, taking the total to $73,000. The last roundtable, the moment where the Faithfuls were finally going to find out the answers to their questions, as we saw the votes come in for both Bailey and Ciale. We knew Joe and Ciale would vote for Bailey. On the other side, Bailey and Donna voted for Ciale. It was just a matter of which one of the two Jason would vote for first. Jason voted for Ciale, but production did something that's been done before, but not all the time. Ciale exited without revealing his role. The not knowing will play with your mind in that situation. Did you get it right? Or are there still two traitors in the game? In this case, it didn't seem to affect their first decision at the Fire of Truth. With Bailey, Donna, Jason and Joe at the Fire of Truth, everyone voted to banish. So I was thinking, with only 4 of them, it would end up with a tied vote. I thought there would be 2 for Bailey and 2 for Joe. Joe had other ideas, basically shooting himself in the foot by voting for Jason instead of voting for Bailey. I really don't get why he pivoted away from Bailey, especially as that was his previous vote. It was at this point I knew Bailey was going to be victorious. Knowing that at least one would vote to banish again, it was clear where the votes would end up. Bailey had the numbers for the next vote because she had Donna. The perfect reason for not getting Donna banished in episode 11. With 2 votes to 1, Jason was banished, which meant the game ended with Bailey winning the $73,000 prize pot. Bailey might not have wanted the situation where she revealed to Donna she was a traitor, but it was the situation that helped her bag the money. The alliances she made before becoming a traitor really paid dividends for Bailey in the end. Congratulations to Bailey for the win. I really enjoyed this season. There were some great moments and it was highly entertaining. Let me know in the comments what you think about the whole season.